Last night's video, if you saw it, I told you about the 10 things I love most throughout the school year, coming from a guy that really hated going to school. Well, now I got another top 10 list about schools. It's the days I hated the most out of the school year. It was hard just doing 10 of these. I could have done a whole list. I could have done probably 120 of them. But let's look at the 10 worst days of the school year, according to the Junkman. Welcome back to the Junkman. Everybody, it's me, the Junkman, coming back at you with yet another video, part 2 of the 10 days of school. Yesterday we looked at the 10 best days. Today we're looking at the 10 worst days of the school. I got them right here. Got them written down on this piece of paper. There's going to be some bad ones. And again, these aren't in any order. Number one's not going to be like the worst day of the year. I just wrote down 10 of them. But let's get down with number 10. Bully Beatdown Day. Didn't you hate this? Was probably usually within the first week of school starting. That's when they took the kids and lined them against the wall. It's usually near the teacher smoking lounge. Usually against the brick wall. It might have been different at your school, but you lined up all the nerdy, dorky kids, and they got to pick their bully for the year. Well, the bully got to pick their bully, who are going to beat up for the list. And you cross your fingers. Oh my God, I hope I don't get Jimbo. I hope I don't get Jimbo. Shit, I got Jimbo. Whew, that was always a stressful day. The teachers would be out there, telling you, okay, you're going to be the bully. You go over there to pick out your bully kid. Okay, kid, go over there. You're a nerd. You're going to get bullied. I hated Bully Beatdown Day. Because not only do they get to be you got your bully picked, I always hated when they had to try it out. Oh, I think I want to bully this kid. Boom, you punch you in the stomach, and you're like, bleh! And they're like, no, he's not pudgy enough. Let's find a fat kid. I always wanted to be the bully that got to pick the kid. Never did. But Bully Beatdown list. Bully Beatdown Day, I should say, starts at number 10. Number 9, worst day of the school year, tornado drill. Junkman, wasn't that on your list of the best days? Yes. Let me explain. The beginning of the tornado drill, getting out of class, getting to walk in the hall, you get to sit down next to your friend. Great day. But it seemed like it took forever. And after 45 minutes of your head stuck between your legs and you just got out of gym class, and the kid next to you did too, start feeling it in your back, and you're like, I can't do this. Please, can we go back? I want to learn. I never thought I'd say it. Let's get back into the class. Let's learn something. Again, tornado drill started out fun, but after about 30 minutes of sitting on that hard-ass floor with your back against a brick wall, it just wasn't as fun as it started out to be. So that one made both lists. I can't believe it. Here's number 8. We talked about Pizza Day on the other list, and we're going to talk about the worst food day of the year, Seafood Day. Seafood. Is anything worse than seafood? We're going to have shrimp. All right, we're going to eat the cockroach of the ocean. I know, you're telling Junkman, shrimp is good. Tell me, outside of eating it, if you saw that thing walking around the yard, would you eat it? Oh, don't worry, we removed the dookie chute. No. Anything I got to pull the vein or the dookie chute out of before I eat it, I'm not eating it. Oh, it's fried fish day. We're having catfish. Oh, great. The whole lunchroom stinks. Now, I will eat fish if it's like Captain D's or something, Long John Silver. I might eat that. That's my room. And I don't mean just seafood day. I remember they had potted meat day. Oh, that's when the school was trying to cut back. Remember potted meat day? Oh, we'll just buy some cans of potted meat. Now, I do like Vienna Sausage Day. That was okay. Especially if they have some saltine crackers with them. But, seafood day. To this day, I'm not eating seafood. I do go to Red Lobster sometimes. I eat chicken. I do like their biscuits. They have cheese biscuits. To die for. Let's see what else is on this list. And, of course, this one's on the list. Report card day. What a stressful day. Like, I know I failed that test, but I don't know what my grade's gonna be. Now, I don't know. I have kids now, and you can look them up day to day and see different grades. But about every 3 months, we get a report card. I had to take it home. You had to get your parents to sign it, so you knew they had to see it. And it was stressful. It was stressful to get it. It was stressful when you got home. You got it, and you're looking at it, you're like, oh, how did I get an elf in art class? I don't know how it's possible, but I got plenty of elves in art class. So I can't draw that stupid lamp. But, ooh. It was rough. I hated report card day. You're like, oh, I'm going to be in so much trouble. There goes my Nintendo for the weekend. Oh, it was really stressful in high school because I didn't care about the grades as much. My mom would, if I got a C, my mom would have been like, we're proud of you, Junkman. It was the days absent, because I don't know about you, but there was a lot of days absent that my parents didn't know about. So we would have, at high school, the report card would be on these 3 different sheets of paper, carbon papers, and you had to get the top one signed, or the top one you had to turn back. I don't know, I don't remember the order, but I remember you could erase the carbon one and change the date of how many days you missed. Or you could easily, you can make an 8 look like a 3 easily. So, report card day, very stressful. Very stressful day. And right here, this one's kind of like the report card day. It's very stressful. Parent-Teacher Conference day. Oh, it wasn't really a day. Usually it took place after school, so that made it bad. You're like a whole day of school. You normally get out at 3 o'clock, but you had to return to the school at 6 o'clock. But this time you had to bring your parents with you. Oh, no. And not only was it bad because of what they might say to them, you never knew what the teacher was going to say. I don't know about you, but it was stressful hoping my friends, I was like, oh my God, my friends, my school classmates has got to see my mom and dad. Now, Boyd was okay, he lived in my neighborhood, but you didn't want Amy Kobe, or, you didn't want the cool people. You didn't want people to know that you had parents. You wanted people to think you went home after school and lived by yourself, although you were only 9 years old. You didn't want people to know you had your school life and you had your home life. You didn't want them to interact. 2 worlds colliding. You didn't want that, trust me. But it would happen once a year, or I don't know, maybe twice a year. I don't really remember. Try to block it out from my memory, but it was stressful. Had to worry about, you try to get them down the hall before somebody stops, before somebody says, hey, there's Junk Kid. Hey, that's your parents. You're like, no, I don't know who these are. These strangers on a bus. I just brought them with me to get this day over with. And then the teacher would tell them, oh, he seems to wonder too much. He just sits in class and it looks like he's replaying Star Wars in his head. You got a problem with that? Teacher parent conference day. Okay, what else next on this list? Any dumb play. This is more elementary. Once in high school, you kind of had to volunteer for it, but I don't know, Easter, whatever. They always wanted to have some kind of stupid little play or get. One time I had to do the damn bunny hop. In front of the whole school, I had to do the bunny hop in front of parents and everything. Yeah. I have video proof of that. See? Ugh. Bunny hop. You think that's bad enough? I had to square dance in front of the whole school. Did you have to square dance in front of the whole school? I had to square dance. See? That should be labeled child abuse to make kids square dance in a public place. In front of his peers. In front of his crushes. In front of his friends. In front of his family. Sad. Here's another bad day. First day of school. You're already stressed out the night before. Did I get the right trapper keeper? Or the right lunchbox? I hope no one else in class has a Pac-Man lunchbox. Couldn't have the same lunchbox as anyone else. That's just sad. And then you get there to school and you learn your new class, where to go and everything, who's in your class. And it's just, you're like, oh God, I got a whole year of this crap. This is day one. And I don't know about you, now a year flies by. But it felt like a year was like 6 years compared to today. It was the longest year of your life. Whew. First day of school. No thank you. What else we got here? Oh, I just call it number 2 pencil test day. I know, some kind of, I don't know what they call it. It's a different kind of test. It wasn't like the finals, but it was like a state test you had to take. And it was so it was usually multiple choice with helps. Usually I just turn it and write Star Wars or something in bubbles because I get so tired of it. It was the most stressful. It would have stuff I didn't even have in school yet. Like algebra. I don't know. Is that English or math? I'll be so confused. Hated that. You had to have a number 2 pencil. You're like, I don't know what number my pencil is. I just bought a pencil. I don't know what number it is. I know it's not that big fat pencil where you pull it like this to sharpen it. You pull it. Remember that? Does anybody remember that big fat pencil you had a string to sharpen it? I feel really old saying that. A wooden pencil that had string to sharpen it. Please tell me I'm not. Someone in the chat. Does anyone remember a pen? Then you had the other pencil where you would take out the tip and put it in the top, and it would push another tip down. But if you lost that tip, you were just screwed. You would never, because your tip would go up when you tried to write. You remember that? Anybody? Remember the pen with all the multiple colors on it? You thought you were cool. Ooh, I got a. Remember when they invented eraser-mate pens that would erase, and you were like, "This is awesome. This is awesome." But we're talking about the test day. It was stressful. It was like all day long. It was the worst day. If I put these in order, that would have been number 1. That was pretty bad. And here's another bad day. Scoliosis test day. Remember that? Had to take off your shirt in front of the teacher, and usually some nurse would come to. I didn't have a nurse at my school. That was something I only saw on TV. But a nurse would come to school. Her hands were really cold. Want to take your picture for the record. Oh, I don't want to get a picture of me without my shirt on. So you take your shirt off, bend over and touch your toes, and then she's rubbing all over your back. It was never a hot nurse. It was never a hot nurse, no. It was some old, had warts on her face, looked like Miss Nelson. Remember Miss Nelson is missing? Didn't look like Miss Nelson, looked like the witch that took her place. Oh, his back's a little crooked. Oh my God, what's this mean? That means I have to go to the doctor now? Hated scoliosis test day. They still do that? I'm not really sure. But number one, worst day of the school year. Again, it's not in order, so it really doesn't matter. You can put it in any order you want to. You can download this video and edit it any order you want to also. We have first day of school, but this is a little different. First time on the bus. First time you rode the bus that year. At least it was for me, because you had to make sure you sat with the cool kids. You didn't want to get stuck up front with the nerdy kids. You wanted to be in the back with the cool kids. But you didn't want to be too far in the back, because you knew that's where the preppy asshole bullies sat. So you wanted to get somewhere, right in the middle, but not too close to the front. Well, that's what I call the cool kids. You wasn't nerdy enough. You wasn't cool enough to be in the back. You just right there in the middle where people would leave you alone. That's where you wanted to get, and you hope the seat was open. You get in that bus, it's crowded, all the good seats are gone. You're sitting up with the nerds, and you're going to be sitting up there. Once somebody says you're sitting with the nerds, you're sitting with the nerds all year long. And it went through high school like that, too. At least high school, I was sitting farther in the back, and I got to hang out with the cool kids. One kid used to try to sneak a smoke for a cigarette. He would get all down and try to smoke. He looked like one of the, he looked like he ought to be in one of the hair band groups, Color Me Bad or Iron Maiden or Metallica. He was a big Metallica fan. I remember I got kicked off the school bus for talking too much. Who gets kicked off the school bus for talking? It was still glory day. I still talk about this today. I got kicked off the school bus. You know what I did? I ran my junk ass home. I jumped over fences. I ran through backyards. I jumped a little small creek. I ran my butt home. Got home before the bus. Act like I wasn't out of breath. Here it comes. Held my breath. I could hear the whole bus laughing. Oh my God, junk kid's already here. You kicked him off the bus. Oh, yes. People still. I still have people talking. Hit me up on Facebook and was like, "Hey, remember that day you beat the bus home?" I was like, "Yeah, I did. Don't kick me off. I'm gonna run my ass off." But that was 10. That was really fast. That was 10. I guess so. Seemed like it was really fast, but. That was 10 of the worst days of the school year. If you didn't see it, check out my other video. I'll probably link it around here if I don't get lazy. With me, the best 10 days. Because there were some good days too, but most of them kind of suck, let's be honest. Anyway, let me know some days you hated during the school year. And I guess that's it, guys. I want to thank you for watching. As always, I want you to like my content, subscribe to the channel. We'll talk again.
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.